In today's video, I'm going to ignore all the best practices and advice and update a Joomla 3 site to Joomla 4. Just doing it. And I'm going to break that site, bet you anything. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 131 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. This video is brought to you by mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site. While you're there, check out all the information and tools that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. And if you decide to subscribe, use the coupon code BASICJoomla. You won't be sorry that you did. All right, so hello everyone. Let's see. Hello, Bjorn. Mary's asking in chat. I thought you were going to be on vacation. Are you already done with vacation? Yes, the 2 weeks that I was taking off are over. I had a great vacation. Joomla 4 came out on August the 17th, and that was when I had family here visiting, and I put out a few videos about it. But no, basically, I sort of had a vacation, although I kept working on some things that needed my attention. But yeah, so I am back. And we are live today to just have fun breaking this site. The title of this video is "I broke my Joomla site and I liked it." So let's turn our attention here. I did miss everybody. Yes, thank you, Bjorn. Yeah, I missed the live streaming and hanging out with you, and though I had a very nice time with my family. All right, so here we are at the basicjoomla.com site. And my goal today is to just break this site and see if we can fix it, see what happens. Really, I'm hoping that this experience and also the recording of it will be helpful for people that have broken their Joomla sites, because I'm going to demonstrate some of the skills and tools that I use when sites are broken. Yeah, if you watch Maintenance Monday, which was number 200, you'll see that I accidentally updated a site to Joomla 4 and broke it. But not today, not by accident, going to do it on purpose. So let's turn our attention. Yeah, we're already at the screen here. So basicjoomla.com site. What I'm going to do is, of course, I'm not going to break my live site, which would be on brand for my channel. But I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to install it in a subdirectory on my account, and that's the one that I'm going to break. And that's also this, some of the steps that you want to do in order to first test when you're updating your site from Joomla 3 to Joomla 4. So let's just do that. Now, in the back end of the site, you'll see I've got some extensions I need to deal with. But I have already made a backup of the site using Akiba Backup. So components, Akiba Backup. And this is by far the easiest way to move a Joomla site from one folder to another, if you're duplicating it, or one server to another, or from your test environment on your computer up to your server. Use that. Also, it is my go-to tool for moving WordPress sites. It works great for that as well. So if we go to, I've already run a backup. Let's go to Manage Backups. And I'm using the Pro version of Akiba Backup. So my backups actually, once they are run, I have them go to Dropbox. That's an option with a number of things. There's a number of options that you can have your backups copied to. So I just like knowing that I have an off-server copy of my sites when I back them up. And so it goes to my Dropbox account, and it's there for me to grab. So as you'll see here, we've got this backup, which was run this morning. It's 135 megabytes. And so it's stored remotely. So I have some options here. I could log into my Dropbox account, because I don't sync it to my computer. Although I don't sync the folder, the Dropbox folder these go to my computer. I just have them on my account. I could log in, and I could download that, and then I could upload it to the server where I'm going to put a copy of the site, and we'll see that in a second. But here in Akiba Backup Pro, you actually have the option where if I click on Manage Remotely Stored Files, I click on this, I can actually fetch it back to the server, which is really nice, because it's a lot faster to copy things right on in your web hosting account than downloading and uploading, which you could do. All right, so it has been remotely, it's been fetched So we're going to close that and refresh. We get a green check mark here. And so we know that the backup for this site is now back in the web hosting account. Now you might wonder, where the heck is it? So let's just go to go up here to Control Panel, right? And we will go to Configuration, and we'll go to where the output directory is. And right here, it's site root and backups. So what I've done is I've picked a custom folder for my backups to go to. Instead of it being in administrator /com_Akiba backup, I think it is, or Akiba /backups or whatever it is, I just put it in the site root and it is there. That's named backups. You can name it whatever you want. And anyways, you create that directory in your web hosting account and point your backups to there, and that's where you go and look, because you're going to want to know where it is when you want to do things with it. So all right, so it's in backups. Now I'm already logged into the web hosting control panel for this account. And so before we go and get that backup, I want to create a subdirectory for this test site. All right, I don't want to put it in a subfolder of the main site. I want to have it in its own subdirectory, and we've seen that before in previous videos. So here we are. My address up here is basicjoomla.com. I'm going to put in a subfolder called J4Break. All right, and so to do that, we need to create a subdirectory. Now this is a cPanel that my company and my clients, I have cPanel for them. I was actually just on, I think it was, I want to say Bluehost the other day, and they had sort of a cPanel hybrid, but they did not have anything for making subdomains. So different hosts will give you access to different tools, and it's just like the phone company. In the phone company, an account comes with everything turned on, call forwarding, answering machines, all that stuff. But what happens is the phone companies turn all that stuff off, lock it, and you have to pay to have what's there. So it's actually all just present. It's the same thing with probably cPanel with a lot of hosts. Everything is there, but they restrict you from doing things. Some restrict how many SQL databases you can have. Some restrict how many domains you can add on. Some don't let you have subdomains. But I just let everybody have. I have some restriction on some of my accounts, but hosting is something that should be enjoyable and fun. So if you're looking for some hosting solution, I'd be happy to hear from you. So. All right, so subdomains. We go to the domains area, we go to subdomains, and then we just need to create something. So I already have two here. So I'm just going to go J4Break. All right, J4Break. And when I tab out, it's going to create a document root for this. You could change this where it points, but this is exactly what I want. J4Break.basicjoomla.com. I'm going to copy that, and we'll create it. So next, what we're going to do in order for us to make a copy of the site so that we can break it is we're going to go to the file manager. We're going to go to where that where the backup is. But first, let me show you this. Let's go to File Manager. You'll see that down the left-hand side here we have, there's our directory here, j4break.basicjoomla.com, and that's in the root up here. Here, all we have is that in an htaccess file. Great. So my basic Joomla site's in the public HTML folder. It's the main site for this web hosting account. So when we go and view that, there's public HTML. Excuse me, public HTML. There's our backups folder, and there's a lot of logs here. But we will see there's only one .jpa file down here at the bottom. And if I sort by last modified, this column here, you'll see that it was just made at 11:05 a.m. my time, and it's 135.93 megabytes. So this JPA file, I want to get into the subdirectory that we just created, which is j4break.basicjoomla.com. Now, depending on your comfort level or what you do or what tools you have, you might want to just download this backup and then upload it to the folder that you want. You could super do that. You would right click, you would go download, and then you would pick a location where it's going, and you could just bomb it down like that. And then after it is finished downloading, you would then go to your new subdomain, and you would go upload, and you could select the file, or you could actually just drag the file up like that, and then it would upload to the folder, and you've got it there. All right, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to public HTML, backups, and then we'll filter by date again. And I'm going to right click on that JPA file. Let me just, hello Hobby, good to see you. Hello Johan. Shapat Ibrani. Am I going to cover upgrading extensions, components, plugins, or templates? Yes, to go to, if not in this video, I will, but we'll take a look at some of that. What I'm expecting is that I'm going to get errors. I'm going to have to turn off components to get it to work. That's really my main goal today, is just to break the thing and see if I can fix it. But as far as checking and double checking those, yeah, we'll talk about that along the way. And you can always, yeah, if you have questions, you're more than welcome to put them in chat, or even leave a comment on the video. But all right. So here's the JPA file. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go copy. Now, by default, it gives you the path to copy it to the exact same location where it is, which you don't really want to do, right? So you've got, right now, we're in /public HTML /backup. So I don't want to go into public HTML. I want to go in, copy that. And I would copy it, not move it, because if something happens when you're duplicating the site, you need to start over again, if you move it, it could possibly be wiped out in the process of the restore. So just copy, just remember that's there. Anyways, I double clicked on the subdomain, so I'm going to go Control V in Windows. There we go, j4break.basicjoomla.com. I'm just going to copy that over, and this is much faster than doing it downloading and uploading. All right, so now, or did it copy? Well, let's look, j4break.basicjoomla.com. There it is. All right, so now we've got the back of the site. Now we just have to restore it. Now, in order to restore that, we're going to use a program called Kickstart, and that is from Akiba Backup. So if you go to akiba.com, all right, I'll put that in the chat here. Go to akiba.com. You don't even have to log in to get this. This, of course, is where you get Akiba Backup, which is just an awesome tool for keeping your site backed up. Just click on Download, and then scroll down, and you'll see under Other Backup Products, you'll see Kickstart. All right, Kickstart Standalone. And I think this is what we want to do here. Yes, Johan's right. You have to pre-check your extensions. So without all compatible, you can't update unless you ignore warnings. The magic words are backup, backup, backup. That's right. So I'm going to download Kickstart here. All right. And I think that's the one that I want. Yeah, we'll do this one here. Kickstart. I'm going to download it into this Maintenance Monday. Oh, Maintenance Monday 131. It actually should be Watch Me Work. Johan says user auto backup on update. Yeah, you can set Akiba so that anytime that you update things, it makes a backup first. So that's a good safeguard. I actually don't have that turned on, but I'm pretty good at making sure I have a backup before I do things. So we downloaded kickstart.core here. So let's just go here and we'll show in folder. All right, and I can drag this over here. And there it is. It's a zip file. I'm going to double click on that. And really all we need is kickstart.php. Right, but you know, I'm not worried about having the language file there, the English file. But let's just copy that out of the zip file, and we'll paste it in there. Okay, so now you can do things in certain orders here. What I'm going to do is go back to the web hosting control panel to where the file manager is, and I need to upload I need to upload kickstart.php into the same folder where I'm going to be restoring the Joomla site. And to do that, I'm just going to click upload. And you'll see over here, I could select the file from the location, but I'm going to just drag it over and drop it. Uploads very quickly. And then I don't need this window open anymore. I can reload. And now we've got Kickstart. Now, since I'm breaking things and doing things against the rules today, we'll see in a while we need to rename kickstart.php, and we'll see why. But in order to restore the Joomla site, now that we've got the files there, and inside that JPA file there is the database files, but we need to put those into its own database. Johan says, if you change Keep It Backup from JPA to zip backup, you can skip Kickstart. And remember to rename the Kickstart. Yes, Ivor. Ivor's, you guys are all tracking here with me. And Bjorn says you should rename Kickstart. Yes. So in order to restore this, we need a database that's created. And to do that, we do that in Control Panel. So here we are, Control Panel and databases. So I'm going to use the MySQL database wizard because I just like the steps it goes through. So create the database. So let's call this J4B. All right, we'll just go J4B. Let's go J4 break. Okay. Now different hosts allow different number of characters here. I think I have it set to have as many as we want, but all right, J4 break. And now we need to create a user. Now I would suggest using something totally different just for security reasons. Might as well mix it up. So I'm gonna. It's not that different, but I'm going to. Oh, look! I put break, B-R-E-A-K. Oops. Yeah, break. Yeah, okay. B-R-E-A-K. That's the proper break. And I'm gonna make this break J4. All right, it's going to be the user. Now watch up here. This message here. You've created a SQL database named basic J4 break. I'm going to select that and copy it because I'm going to need that later. Johan, you'll see in a second the newer version tells you that you have to rename it. Yes, and Shapat, some extensions don't show as compatible when you pre-check them because they're not set up. There's some that will, some will definitely have a tag on them that says this is not ready. And there's others that do not yet say whether they're ready or not. And so the pre-update or check just basically says, hey, we don't know if these are not. So it doesn't say that it's not, but it doesn't say that it does. So, and again, I'm breaking all the rules today. So this is what you don't want to do. Don't try this at home. All right, so I copied this SQL database name. Here's the database users, break J4, and now I'm going to create a password. I really like Bitwarden. I've been using that for a while. I go down to Bitwarden, and I can generate a password, and it already is copied into memory. And then I can just basically go here, and I can go Control-V and paste in there, whatever it is, Control-V, paste in there, and I create a user. All right. Now look up here, the username is being created, basic break J4. So I'm going to copy that as well. Now the last step here is this user that I just made, I need to give it permissions for what it can do in the database. So it's possible to create users who can only read certain tables or do certain things. And so multiple users and programs could be accessing a common database. But in this case, I want this user to have all privileges. And so I click here and make changes, and everything is all set, and that's where we want to be. Great. So we have our database ready. We have our we have Kickstart and basic Joomla, the JPA file here. Okay, and then I'm going to basically go up here and my mind has failed me already. Hold on for a second. J4 break.basic Joomla. I'm going to change this up here to J4 break.basicjoomla.com, and we're going to go /kickstart kickstart.php. Now, when we put /kickstart.php at the end of this, basically what we're saying is telling the browser, look for this file right here, kickstart.php, in the folder j4break.basicjoomla.com. So now, and I'm just going to copy that to have it handy. Now I'm going to hit enter. And it says some things that you should know about Akiba Kickstart. All right. Shapat says, sorry to keep interrupting. You just start using Joomla. Should you wait for updates, or in some cases, can you make your own? Like if you have a simple extension or component. So Shapat, if you're able to program and make your own extensions and components, then yeah, knock your socks off. If Joomla 3 is going to be maintained for 2 years, so this is 2021 till August, probably August 17th, 2023. And so Joomla 3 is great. It's not that Joomla 4 fixes something and Joomla 3 should be dumped right away. You can keep running your sites on that, so there is no rush. There's some, there's benefits to Joomla 4 because there's a lot of cool new things, but your existing Joomla 3 site is more than fine. I have not yet updated any of my sites or any of my client sites to Joomla 4 yet. All right, I haven't built a site in Joomla 4. I barely looked at Joomla 4 actually, so yeah, that's all good. All right, so things you should know about Akiba's Kickstart. You read it all. We hit escape. Now it's interesting because Johan said he never renames it, and that's interesting because recently when I used kickstart.php, it said, "Oh, you've got to rename this file." And so maybe that has changed, or maybe there's a different version that I just downloaded. I don't know. But it did require you to. It's not requiring me to here. So let's see here. All right, so here's the Active Directory, yeah, where the restore is going on the server. Here's the archive file that we uploaded. Everything else I'm just going to leave. I'm going to click Start. Okay. And so it's going to extract all of those files into the folder. In fact, so we could look here. Let's close that. Now if we reload here, check this out. Here's all of our Joomla files extracted here. So hey, that's great. So let's go back to our Kickstart window. And now our next step is to run the installer. So we click Run Installer, and it's going to take us through the steps here. Yeah, it's really weird that it didn't ask me to rename it, because it totally asked me to rename it the last time. All right, so this will do a pre-check, and everything is going to be the same on this new server here. Next, we're going. So we'll click Next to go to the next step. Everything's fine here. And now we put in our database information. So we've got MySQLi, great. What are other options? Yeah, if you use something for on my server, a local host will work. Let's do this. Now the username. So in the paste in on my computer here, the username is breakj4. Great. And then here the password, Control V, was this one here, which you never really saw, but Bitwarden put it into copy and into the copy or the paste area. So it's that, and the database name we've got is Control V, and that was J4 break. Now, what prefix do we want the tables to have? Well, I have CYB, but let's call this. We could just call it J4B. Whatever you want, just something different. Joomla 4, and I think maybe 3 after a certain stage, randomly picks the prefix for the table, the database table prefix. It randomly picks some letters. It used to always be default JOS, which is a security risk, but you at this point just make sure it's not JOS. Johan said renaming perhaps because mod security settings on server, but you've never seen it. Yeah, I have seen it. And basically what the message was, Johan, was that it said, you really need to basically rename this file because people know that kickstart.php. If I left kickstart.php in a folder and there were bots out there testing, just looking around to see if I had kickstart.php there, they could actually run it and then possibly try to use that as an exploit or to mess things up. But Shapat says he's learned component creator, but you're not sure if you should risk creating your own, and frankly, you don't know how to update them. I'm with you. I have helped develop one extension, and I did not do any of the programming. So I leave that up to my expert friend, Alexander Elise. All right, so our database prefix here. So we're just going to go next. And what will happen is the database will be extracted from our JPA file and run, and we'll fill it in. So here the database restoration was successful. We go to the next step. And then here are the basics from the other site here. Okay, it says you are restoring on an unencrypted HTTP site. I'm not worried about that. I just leave this all the same for now. There's lots to read here, but all right, I'm going to click next. Almost there. Close this window and then clean, and click the cleanup button on the other window. So I'm going to close this tab. I'm going to click cleanup. Okay. And Johan, you said that was a very old version Kickstarter. I actually only saw it when I first because I recently started using the current one. But anyways, more confusion, right? So now here we are, j4break.basicjoomla.com. We can visit your site's front end or your back end. So I'm going to visit the back end, and there it is. And is my password going to work from my password reminder? And there we go. All right, so now the next thing I want to do, first of all, is I have my live site open. I don't want any confusion there. So I'm going to go to basicjoomla.com, and I'm going to close that up. cPanel file manager, I don't need that. We're done with the Kiba. There's the my site. You'll notice I'm just going to show you. I run when I made a new backup today. I actually used it from the backup tab here in my sites. It just was a quick way for me to do that without logging into the site. Just a cool feature. All right, cool feature for monitoring what backups have been done too. All right, so here we are. We can close that too. So we're in the back end. Now notice it says I'm using PHP 7.3 currently. Let's go into my web hosting control panel, because 7.3 is the default for new subdomains. So what I'm going to do is search up here in the top right for PHP. I'm going to go PHP multi manager, and here's J4 break. Notice the default is PHP 7.3. I'm going to select that. Up here I'll make it 7.4. I need to change what the default is for accounts now on my server. All right, that will work. That will get rid of this message. You get a 503 just while Apache is restarting. So I'll hit enter. Don't worry, this is going to come back. Let not your heart be troubled. There we go. So now at j4break.basicjoomla.com, I have an exact copy of my Joomla site, and now I can do all kinds of stuff and break it, and that's what we're going to do. All right, let me just close the window here. So we're gonna go to components, Joomla update, and you'll see that I am on the default update channel, which is just for the current Joomla. I have 3.10.1, so up here we're going to go options, and we're going to select the Joomla next. I almost think that this update channel should say Joomla 4, but I guess they're just thinking down the road that when Joomla 4 is going to be updated, you wouldn't have to change to Joomla 5. But we'll save and close, and you'll then see that this scan starts a pre-update check for Joomla 4.0.2, and we'll just let that pre-update check run. Now, as this just runs, I've got to say, usually on my channel, I accidentally break things. So today, my goal is to break things. So I've got to, I realize there's a slight outside chance that when I update the site, it may work for some strange reason because I don't want it to. So Anyways, I'm crossing my fingers that it breaks. That's very different. All right, the pre-update check is there, the live update. Now, just for those of you, as you know, it says these plugins could cause problems during update. All right, these are things that Joomla cannot tell yet if they are compatible with Joomla 4. All right, and we look at the pre-update check. There are some that are flagged here, some that aren't. This is flagged here probably because the programmer has actually said this is not ready for Joomla 4. And also too, if you don't have a current version of extensions, you might be using an older version that doesn't have that tag in it anyways. I think such is the case with there's one that I have from Tassos. I have the fields, advanced custom fields, although that one shows up. There's one somewhere. Anyways, basically, yes, and Johan says pre-check does not check the template, only extensions. Yes. So you're going to have to be ready to have an extension installed or present that is going to work in Joomla 4. And so we're just going to see. We'll just go. All right, so live update. So you're strongly advised to upgrade, disable, or uninstall these plugins before upgrading. Yeah, let's take a quick look at that. So for instance, system regular, manage my Joomla.com secure plugin. I actually want to remove that. No, I don't want to remove it. We'll see what happens. But let's say, let's see, jot marker. All right, so jot cache is something that is not carried over into Joomla 4. Instead, you could uninstall it. You could go to manage and manage, and we could type in jot, J-O-T, all right, and search. Now, if we want, we could just unpublish these, and they're not going to come into play when I update to 4. So that's one thing. That's one way that you can do. If you have a few extensions you can live without, and everything else is ready to go to J4, you just unpublish them or even remove them. All right, but that's not our goal today. Our goal today is to go to components, Joomla update. And you remember, watch my Maintenance Monday live stream. A really important tip to keep you from accidentally updating your site. All right, we're going to skip all this, skip the warnings down here. Do you wish to ignore the warnings about potentially incompatible plugins? Yes. We're going to check that. And look, here's another warning. Are you sure that you want to update? Yes. Hobby says his Russian website's destroyed by J4 upgrading, and you got a lot of issues on the main site. Yeah, so you guys are going to talk about that in chat. Did you run the pre-check? Any warnings or all? Maybe some of what we see here will help you fix what you happened to if you don't have a backup. If you have a backup, just restore it, of course. All right, so yes, we're going to go OK. We're checked down here. I click install the update. Now, please break. Please break. Please break. Here we go. Updating your Joomla files. Oh, look at that. Oh, your installed version is not compatible. Check. Okay, so here's a bunch of things that aren't compatible. You know, this worked pretty well. Okay, an error has down here. Let's preview. I'm afraid. Let's go to here. Let's refresh, and oh, thank goodness. All right. Whoops. There was a problem we couldn't recover from. All right. Help me resolve this. Let's right click and open a new tab. This page needs your help. This page is tagged because it needs editing. Okay, so you likely reading this because your Joomla site has some sort of fatal error, and you've given a message similar to the above. How to resolve. Edit configuration. Debug equals false. Debug equals true. Save the file and then reload the error page. This will give you the real one. So why don't we just try it as it says right here. Yeah, it is a nice 404 error. So let's go to edit the configuration.php file, change debug from false into true. To do that, we're going to go into our file manager back here in control panel. And we're going to go to file manager. We're going to go and be very careful now because we've got different sites and different folders here, and they'll all look the same when you're in there. For instance, if we go public HTML, okay, that's what it looks like, but we're going to go J4 break. It looks the same. We're going to scroll down to configuration.php, right click, and we're going to go edit and debug. Let's go back to our instructions. Debug equals false. Debug equals true. Now right away we've got a little issue because here we've got debug equals 0. And that's not, do we put true in there or false? I know that 0 is false, so I'm going to just make an executive decision and go debug equals 1. And we will save. We'll go back to here and we will refresh and see what happens. Okay, now look at what we get to deal with here. Exceptions, stack traces. I've never looked at this before. Libraries, cache controller, menu, abstract, CMS. All right, so there's some stuff here that's not working. I don't even. All right, I don't know how to read that very well. That's the error called a member on null. We'll hit plus down at the bottom here, which is just down here behind my picture. Let me just show you. It's the webcam. Yeah, I hit plus. Oh, I hit plus here on this window here, which actually originally was down here. So, all right. So I hit plus. Joomla for break. Okay. So look, here's call to a member function get on null. And we see here it's in components com sh404 SEF classes. All right. So this is one that's not compatible with Joomla 4. I know that Yannick Gauthier told us that this was not going to be carried into Joomla 4. So we can fix this error. I'm actually going to turn on error reporting as well in configuration just so that we can see if it's the server doing something. But anyways, we've got this process here. So we can go to extensions. Let's see. How am I going to... I got to find my way around in here now. It's so new to me. User system. I don't think it's system. Let's just see here. No. Oh, and we've got an error here. sh404 event. Well, all right. So let's see. No components. Where is the install or? Yes, Bjorn, they're replacing sh404 SEF with 4 SEF down the road. Let's go here. Isn't that crazy? That shows you how little time I've spent in the back here trying to find this. Menus, components, extension manager. Okay, that's let's close this up here. I would like to is it okay, so is it in system? I almost think that's where it would be. Oh, I'm getting an error there too. Okay, system. All right, and I'm getting an error here because this is not, yeah, I need, all right, so I'm getting an error trying to bring up system here. So here's a couple of things that I need to look into. So for instance, sh404 SEF, we know this doesn't work. And of course, remember everyone, if you're tuning in just now, I've intentionally broken this. So what are we going to do to try to fix this? All right. Because system is probably where templates are, right? Let me try something here. I'm going to put user. I'm going to put debug back to 0 just for fun. And I'm going to do error reporting to development, development, and save that. And I'm going to go to here and hit enter. No, we definitely need to do the debug because this is a Joomla error, not that error. No problem. Put this back here. Debug equals 1. And we'll go save. Johan has shared Foca top menu. Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about the admin template. It is set up for accessibility, which is very important. And then Foca, yeah, so Johan shared a link to one of these alternatives, top menu for J4. The trick is going to be to install it. And to do that, I think we're going to have access, to, there we go. Have to have access to install here. All right. And I think to install probably occurs underneath user. Now remember, we broke this I broke this on purpose. So what I'm first of all going to try is I'm going to go turn off sh404 SEF in the database because I don't have access to do it here. And of course I should have done it before updating. So here's control panel here. I go to databases, MySQL databases. And then here, oh, sorry. My mistake. I go to phpMyAdmin. And then I'm going to go into, I got a lot of databases to clean up here. J4 break, okay. And now up here, I'm just going to go to extensions, JB4 extensions down here, com profiler, content. There we go, J4B extensions, and I'm going to browse those. Johan says, try to rename the extension folder. Yes. That's a new folder to look for here. Let's go here. Yeah, I could rename the folder for sh404 SEF. Let's try that, but first let's do this database here. I'm going to search this table for 404. It's not in there in extensions. sh404. That's not in there. So let's just search by extension ID. We'll put the highest numbers at the end. And let's see all of them all together. Okay, when that whole thing loads, I'm just going to use F3 in my browser and look for 404. There we go, sh404 SEF. And here they all are. And you'll see here under this column it says enabled. So sh404 SEF. And so what I'm going to do is for each of these, I'm going to change that to 0. Takes a little bit, but that's okay. So what I'm doing is I am clicking on the one, double clicking on the one, opening the box, changing to 0, hitting enter. All right, we've got a lot of things here. Let's just get rid of them. So Hobby, this might be the solution to your problem if you don't have a backup of that site that you updated. You can no, down behind my picture here. You could go in and You could go in and turn off some extensions that are causing you problems. I'm going to scroll down, see if there's any more SH404 SEFs here. No, there's 404 there, but that's extension ID. Don't want to do anything there. Great. So let's go back here and refresh. See if we get some different errors. Probably. Let's go in the back end and refresh. I think error 2 should change, so we'll get down to 11. So go 11. No. All right, so we're going to try Johan's suggestion, and we're just going to rename these folders. All right, so we're going to go to plugin system sh404 SEF. We'll do that in here. Plugin. So here we're in this folder here. Our subdomain plugins. I'm sorry, I've forgotten what I'm looking for. Oops. Plugins system for sh404 SEF. Plugins system. Right. sh404 SEF. For fun, we were just going to call this delete. DEL. All right. I renamed that, and I saw the others before. And now maybe we'll get rid of error 2 here. Yeah, so now we only have 9 errors. All right. Great. Now we have easy layouts. That wasn't updated. All right. So let us go to plugin system easy layouts. And here we will go. Now you could just remove these as well. I'm just renaming them. Great. Now let's refresh. Oh, okay. Now we've got, let's go here. JRoot plugin system, JMG extended title. Plugin system JMG extended title. Let's go here. Let's move this right over next to the window we kept. JMG extended title. These are all, let's give that a try. Ah, all right. So that is working. What happens to our front end here? Nothing yet, but that's all right. Let's just get this back end working. Add a module to the dashboard. All right, what are we going to add? Do we have install? Manage? No. That's system, users, content, articles. All right. Call to undefined method, Joomla CMS application, administrator application. All right. So something's Joomla CMS application, administrator application. Don't know what that is, but we've got our categories are here. Oh, okay. Hold on. So here's some things here. Oh, that are not working. Okay. Plugin XB autosave. So we've got plugin. See, these are all stuff that we should just turned off before. So just for fun, let's see what else. Yeah, the dashboard should be up. Yeah, just for fun. Now I'm going to break the broken site. Application. All right, let's just see here. Okay. Quick icons. Okay, so I went to the dashboard, return to dashboard. Last 5 in users, JC file. Okay. I wonder, is this not, this looks like the new admin template, right? So, JSite macro icons. Table basic Jew. Now here's the, I think you got that right. Table basic Jew J4 break workflow associations doesn't exist. Didn't get created. I know that, I think you sent me a, I think you put a YouTube comment, right, Hobby, that you were getting that. That's something that we could get to by and fix the database, but that's not, community builder is here. Community builder is compatible. Let's just see what happens here. Yeah, community builder is one that's compatible and it's working nicely. That's good. J Sitemap Pro. The component package that is installed does not match your actual Joomla version, not fully compatible. The package for Joomla 3 is currently installed, but you're running 4. To upgrade the component, go there. After login, account load reserved area by clicking on left menu, purchase, product method, download, in this way, files to download latest release. Okay, so we just have to update that one. That's fine. Where the heck, though, is... yeah, some kind of new, not complete. I'm missing things. Yes, it sounds like that, Johan. It seems that. All right. So, anyways, look at this. So we're into for SEO. That's compatible. Nice. ACUI mailing. Let's go to the dashboard. Looks like that one's working. Keep a backup. You're currently using Keep a Backup 8. Download 9 is minimally compatible. And okay, so we'd have to install to do there. No problem. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. Let's see, Quantum Manager. Okay, Quantum Manager breaks. All right, good. We got our menu. Let's see our main menu. A publish up. Unknown column. A publish up in field list. That's probably thanks, Johan. Have a good evening. Thank you. I'll have some happy breaking. Maybe not so much fixing. Control Shift and R. Good idea. Control Shift R, Bjorn. No, it's not that. But again, this is probably, so for instance, A publish up in field list. Let's go here and turn off any things that have field, F-I-E-L-D. Okay. So these are plugins. And from ACF. And I might look, these are the most recently added. And then you get down here, these are low numbers, so we know those are old. This ID number here. So, wonder what fields was I using on there. Let's turn off a few things here, just for fun. You know, if you're watching this video because you broke your site updating 4 and don't have a backup, this is just some of the stuff that you're going to want to play around with. And as you will see here, when you sort by extension ID, the ones that you most recently installed are at the top. So that's some of the ones that you want to look at and work your way down. All right, let's see. We have 11 errors here. Let's refresh. No. Yes, an ACF is advanced field. Yeah, now and now I've broken the award too. Isn't this the whole nice thing of this is I have a backup, and it's not my live site, so. Shapat, I don't know how to use Joomla Component Creator. It's just a whole area outside of my expertise. I've never created a component. Don't know how to update it. So, all right. So let's see what's in here. On the button on the back end dashboard, you have some hidden menu with some more tabs. On the button. No, you don't have to be sorry. That's okay. On the button, we've got stuff at the bottom. ACF is a menu with some more tabs. Where's the menu with some more tabs that you're talking about? Let me look at the bottom here. Here's the info. Here's the request. Here's the session. This is debug stuff. After load, quick. Let's go here. Let's close that. Let's go just back here. Here, in fact, let's have this fun. ACF. Let's take this out. Anything that has ACF. Oh, and here's the plugin for the system. Let's just take out this one. Instead of the fields, let's try the system one first. Oh, it's not enabled though. Oh, it is. Let's take this out. All right. And let's go to content, articles. Notice autosave is a problem here. We can remove that. First of all, I'm going to select all of this just for fun, and we'll just delete all those. Why not? Yeah, there's a lot in there. JB4 extensions. Where extension ID? What did I select here? Do you want? Well, let's go back. I'm not sure I want to do that. ACF. Whoops. ACF. Whoops, not those. Search this table. ACF. Oh, hold on for a sec. Yeah, we gotta go the full view. That's why this is only filtering for a few 25 rows. Okay, ACF. All right. This is totally not the way to do things on your site, by the way. So let's check that. Let's delete all those, and we're going to say down here, yes. Go back here, refresh. Error loading library, Joomla library not found. Womp womp. Return dashboard. I did something I shouldn't do. Hi, John. John, I purposefully broke it today, so I'm sorry that you popping on the channel to relax gave you flashbacks to what you're trying to do yesterday. So I hope you watch another time. But thanks. You take care too. Yeah. So I broke something there. What did I do? Error loading library, Joomla library not found. Now, normally what I would do here is I would just run discover because those files are still in there. Anyways, okay, so let's do this. Yeah, it's a pain, isn't it? Okay, what will I do? I'm going to go back to cPanel. I'm going to go back to File Manager. I'm going to go into public HTML. I'm going to go into backups. I'm going to go to the largest file at the top, right click. I'm going to move. No, I don't want to move. Cancel. Right click. See, this is a good reason not to move. Let's do, move that to there, copy to there. Backups. So we'll go into J4 break. Okay. I'm going to upload, select file. I'll show you what I've got here. If I go to Joomla 3, Akiba. Now I renamed kickstart kickme.php. I'll go there. Let's go here. Kickme.php. Away we go. Yep. All right. Start. Remember what we said before, backup, backup, backup. We'll run the installer and not wait for the check here. We'll go next. Localhost, username, which was break J4. Excuse me. I apologize for that. And we will just go J4P, and we will go next. Database will be fixed and restored, and close that. Go next, and then we will go previous. That's okay. Yeah. Did I click this and close? And then we will clean up. Yeah, exactly. That's why we back up. So we'll go to the site's back end. All right. Well, we've seen what happens when you break and some of the things that you try to do. So I don't know if there's any sense in breaking the thing again. Why don't we just see what happens if we do it right? Burgle Flannel. Hello, Burgle Flannelgan Cinnabutters. You basically delete admin components. Just look back at the stream. Okay, so admin components. All right, let's see here. Let's try that. Well, here's what we could do. All right, I need to get back into that site here. Go here. That's actually, oh, sorry, Joomla console application. Here's here's another thing you'll run into if you're trying to restore a site. I still have Joomla 4 files on there. Restoring again doesn't wipe out your folder. So what I actually need to do is this. Joomla 4. I need to go and I need to delete all those files. I have to start out in an empty folder. All right, public HTML, backups, the largest file at the top, right click, copy, Control V, down here, copy the files, J4, upload, select file, kick me, right, all right, and then go back here, /, kick me.php. All right, escape to close that. Start. It's extracting those files. Run the installer. Next. Localhost. Control V. The user J4 break. The password is that. The database is oh, that's J4 break. The user is break J4. J4B. Now over here I'm going to drop the existing tables. That's good. We'll go next. Next. X that out. Go next. We'll close this. We'll clean up. This is the site's front end, and now it is working great. We go administrator, we're into the back end here. All right, so now let's get rid of some windows that we don't need. We don't need that. Don't need that. That can be closed. Close that now. Leave that. This is like that. The configuration file, and okay. I wonder if we let's try this one that Johan shared with us here. Let's download this. I wonder if we can install this in 3. We'll just put there. All right. Basic Joomla. There we go. Cybersalt. We'll log in. Yes. Disable, delete all non-compatible extensions. Disable most of the plugins in the list. Use the default Joomla templates before upgrading. Yes. I don't. As far as the default templates, I don't think Protostar works, right? And I don't think that you would have. Oh, that's just the extensions, templates, open a new tab. Yeah, all we have is Protostar, and I have my 2 Asteroid ones here. So I think Cassiopeia is probably will not get installed. Hello, Imran. Good to see you all. Yeah, using the default template doesn't really affect your back end. Well, it definitely looked like it switched to the new template in the back in the process before. So let's go components, Joomla update, options, default, Joomla next, save and close. All right, and let's go extensions, manage and manage, open. Imran, what you have missed is I'm intentionally breaking my site. I made a copy of the basic Joomla site, and I'm ignoring all of the best practices, and I'm updating to Joomla 4. And then we're just going to have fun playing around, seeing how to fix things. Might be helpful to people who are watching. Anyways, and so I just restored that site again because I broke the Joomla 4 broken site. Which I probably shouldn't have just deleted things from the database like that. Okay, so let's go. That's the location administrator. These are in the back. I'm going to sort by ID in the top right here. And let's go back here to our update check. All right. Regular labs, cache cleaner. All right, let's just go here. These are administrator components. Just for fun. Yeah, I'm doing my usual things, but this time I'm intentionally breaking things. Although I did not mean to break the broken site. All right, so what have we got here? We've got a lot of these things in the background. Let's Administrator. Just, well, I don't know. What do you what do you all want me to do next? Should I disable these administrator components? Let's do SH404 SEF. Let's remove that. Because we know for sure it's not compatible. So let's just not give ourselves that problem there. So SH404 SEF. All right. Let's uninstall that. And let's just for now uninstall Regular Labs stuff here. All right. Regular Labs. Where they are. So let's uninstall those. Oh, I did something again. Oh, there we go. We got an error there. Components, Regular Labs Extension Manager. Got a few things here. Extensions manage. And these administrator ones. Let's clear this. I know XB autosave was another one that was showing up there. XB autosave. Let's turn that off. Well, at this point, let's give it a whirl. JCH. Let's go Regular Labs. Uninstall those. Got an error last time we tried this. Oh, that one worked. All right, let's go back to this check here. And I'll just refresh. Should have some fewer things here. Emery couldn't find the compatibility checker in your Joomla 4 role installation. We've got a bunch of less things here. Fields. Let's turn those all off too. Extensions. FIELD. Let's turn those off. All right. There's. I wonder if. Oh, I might have turned off. No. I don't think I did. I just want to turn off the ones that are added. Let's do this. ACF. Let's disable those. And let's refresh. All right, well, we're getting oh, ACF still shows up there. Interesting. Still shows up as being in there, huh? Well, let's try this. Let's try uninstalling that. That's an older version, by the way, so that's why it's not reporting. All right, so let's check for updates. See if those still show up. Okay, so uninstalling definitely helped. No update required, lots there. So Akiba Engage, CLI Image Manager, R2H Image Manager. ACF as advanced custom fields. Yeah, disable didn't work. Had to take them off. Okay. I mean, we're really just basically doing this to break things, right? So, let's see here. But I like that idea of what are the administrator ones. Select location administrator. Clear that. Our numbers. JD Builder. Let's leave that. Let's turn off that. I don't know if invalidate cache showed up in the top right corner. Let's turn off R2H image manager as well. And let's turn off, and we saw easy layouts too that we turned off manually before. Jot cache. And let's turn off RForm Pro just for now. Let's disable those. Yeah, install FOF4. Yeah, I have a I'm going to do a video in the next while about all those FOF and F0F things, because apparently there's something that Akiba has that will clean those up whether you need them or not. So, so let's see here. Pre-update checks running. One more thing being checked there. So we'd have a lot fewer that are some that are still being checked. The list is smaller. Jot marker. Tassos is Novarine network. Don't think that's necessarily an issue. Let's see here. Pre-update check. So yeah, we have a much shorter list. Asteroid framework, JD Builder, Quantum. I don't know if JD Builder is compatible yet or not. Hold a meta. But that's our extensions here. Okay. Well, why don't we just do this? Keep it back up. Open a new link. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do default backup. Very quickly. Make a quick backup. Just so we can at least return to this stage. If we want to. I'll do one more update here to 4 and we'll see what happens. Close that. Now the post-processing is just sending it over to Dropbox, which is great. And we'll be done very soon. All right, it'll be done very soon. So let us go to live update. Let's go down here and ignore yes. Keep a backups done. So we will install the update to Joomla 4 and let's break it again. Oh, it's not okay. And then let's view the site. There's that. So we're going to go to extensions. It's right in the file manager here. File manager. Joomla 4 break. Configuration edit. And we're going to go to debug and say 1. Save changes. We'll refresh. And so we still have some things here. Prepare statement failure require once. Here's this other line down here. Yes, so so we still have the locate plugins, easy layouts. All right, let's just go into here for plugins, system, I think. System easy layouts, okay. Let's just try deleting some of these files here. Plugins, system, easy layouts. That starts with, that's an E. So that's, first of all, let's just delete that. Let's refresh. Oh, that really broke things nicely, didn't it? So I'll just change things around. Now, let's go extensions, manage. Using the old links, I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy the link address. And then here, I'm going to go Control V and see if what happens if we go to update. Check for updates. All right, I like that. Library source plugin. Plugin system JMG extended title. Let's go into our file manager. And let's just say that that one is gone. DL, let's do that. Extension update, view update. Aha, all right. So that GMG extended titles was breaking a lot of stuff there. So check for updates. There are no available updates at this moment. All right, well, we got that working. Okay, so let's go home dashboard. Basic J break, okay. So that leads me to think that something did not finish installing in that process, right? Let's do a quick Google for that error. Joomla. No. Workflow. Looking for some dates and issue tracker. No. Doesn't exist. Let's try that. Doesn't exist. Joomla. That's not showing up here. Yes, I did take that out for the search, but it's still not showing up. All right. System. Could not open update site. It's looking for update sites. So that's good. But obviously there is some stuff missing here. Field groups is there. Privacy requests. Yeah, some things happening here. JC Editor Pro. Control panel. That is working. Because that was compatible. Okay, that's got a warning there. Newsfeed, options manager, components. Oh, I forgot that I had that installed, yeah. Main menu. An unknown column, a.publish up in field list. Yeah, maybe disable a workflow component or plugin. Yes, that would probably do that. Let's go here to that. Let's go J4 extensions. And let's make it read something different from there. Let's do 500 lines. Let's do workflow. Community Builder Workflows module. And it's not showing up in there as an extension. Okay, Imran, you take care. I hope you're feeling better. Take care of yourself. Let's just turn this one off just while we're in there. Well, oh, there you go. Ah, there, we got that there now. Yeah, I think something is, I think something goofy is on this one. All right, well, let's do one last thing here. Let's make this update. Because that's definitely, something is preventing it from doing that. So let's do this. Let's go back to our file manager, J4 break. Let's do this one last time. And we'll go delete. And we'll do this. And we'll confirm. And now we will. No, I probably had a backup in there that I still wanted. No worries. No worries. Public HTML. Like that. Backups to large. We're going to restore here quick. Copy. Back to here. To there. Copy. Go to there. Upload. Select. Kick me. Select. Okay, that's good. We're going to close that. We're going to go to here. Kickme.php. Escape. Start. Yes, so something is breaking. I agree with you, Burgoflankel Cinnabutters. So let's just do this here. We'll do a backup with localhost. Uh-oh. Well, this is putting in the same old information. That's not what I want. We're still in J4 break, yeah. Okay, next. Localhost. That's odd that's doing this time. Well, we'll see what happens. The username is breakj4. Password is that. The J4 break is there. J4B. We're in the proper folder here. We'll go next. Next step. And X that out. We'll go next. And we will go It's next here. That's done. We close. We clean up. We visit the site's back end. We log in with the password. All right. And then we delete these things here. We'll close this and this and this and that. Leave that open like that. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go components, Joomla update, and we'll go options, default, Joomla next, save and close. It's going to do the check. And while it's doing that, extensions manage in a new tab. While it is looking, there's already something going on there. All right, so we're going to go ACF. And we're going to uninstall. Oh, there's 2 pages of them. Uninstall. All right, then over here, we've got our regular lab stuff. So that's go reg. Let's just uninstall regular labs. There's probably a few things that I don't want installed from regular labs, like re-replacer, but we'll just uninstall everything here. All right, and then what have we got? What else can we do down here? CLI image manager. All right, let's do this here. That's refresh. Let's go CLI. Nothing in there. Okay, let's go image manager. Oh, there's CLI image manager here. Okay. So JSiteMite Pro, that one works. Button image. So let's take this one out. Easy layouts we know is not working. And R2H image manager also. Nothing wrong against these. They're just trying to get this to kind of work here. Let's uninstall those. And now we will refresh. So we've got Jot cache to remove. JMG extended title Novarain. CAPTCHA, CB anti-spam, SH404. Yes, components. All right, so that's 404, 404. We will remove that, uninstall that. Okay. Let's go. Let's look for IMG. Sitemap Pro, we know won't break it because we've seen it show up before. That's clear. That's filtered by the highest numbers at the top there. JCH. I wonder if does that show us compatible? Let's see here. Let's go F3 JCH. An update is required. Okay, so we need to do an update there for that. So I'm thinking maybe we can leave that. Let's see if there's an update after JJ Social module. There's an update required. Foca Open Graph content plugin. extensions, manage, and let's go update. Let's see if anything shows up here. Find updates. That's a little confusing because it says an update is available, but some of them can't be updated until after Joomla 4. JCH. Oh yeah, this is a funny thing I have. I have 6.5 and 7 installed on this site. Something goofy happened. This is Pro one that I don't have, and CG Isotope is also one. Let's see, F3 CG Isotope. There is an update available for that. Let's do this. Okay, well, let's refresh and see if that disappears. Bjorn says FOF3. Okay. Oh, manage. Probably do these guys here too, these two FOF 30s from 2018 from Nicholas. 4 must be the most recent, although they're libraries. I don't know. What do you guys say? CG Isotope still shows as required. In the meantime, let's do lib fields. What's lib fields? Lib fields from, I don't know what JPath is. You think they're fine? Okay, we'll leave them. JPath here, that's uninstall that. Lib fields, that's interesting. From 2019. I don't remember that. You know, I've put so much stuff on this site too, right? So. Asteroid will not impact the backend. Invalidate cache. They don't know about that module. ACY mailing. Mod articles upcoming. XB autosave. Let's do this. Manage. Let's go clear. XB autosave. We'll uninstall that. Clear that. We'll scroll down. Did we do jot cache? Jot. Let's uninstall that because that does maybe put some things in there. That's clear. Route 66, which we looked at. Oh, there's a new update there. What's coming up for Route 66? F3 66. Oh, we don't need an update for that. That's okay. Volca Open Graph Content Plugin. JCH Optimize. Now this is a little problem I have on my sites here. So if I go JCH, I end up with 2 versions. And if I tried to remove 6.5, I get an error. But that's just broken on my site. Let's refresh that. Oh, and Ivor says it may have several FOF files. Yeah, okay. Makes sense because there certainly are several and lots of them. Let's see here. Lots there. Although it has FOF 30 is there. Installer, that's a really weird one that's just left over from some other thing. Web links extension package. That seems odd to me because that is something that's in Joomla. But FOF30, we got both here. JMD, DXFA package, admin bar, JD login alerts, admin bar, modules, articles upcoming. All right. Let's do this whole thing here. F3 upcoming. Up. And, coming. There we go. Upcoming articles. CB anti-spam. That's I don't even have that going here. JD admin bar. It's not on. So let's uninstall those two things there. Let's filter only for also let's filter only for things that are enabled. Okay. Back here. FF system. I'm not worried about that. JD login alerts. ALERT. That's not published. But we can uninstall it. Well, in fact, what we could do almost is this. We could clear. We could look at extensions that are disabled. These are things I don't necessarily need, right? These are all disabled. Plugin console Akiba backup, that's X'd out. That's something hanging on from a while ago. So let's go to discover. There's Akiba engage. We can install that. That requires FOF3. Okay, return to control panel. Extensions, manage. Manage. Nothing there. Okay, so plug-in console, keep it backup. Okay, we installed that. These are low numbers here on the right. Asteroid package. JCH optimize. OC simple. Firewall. I think that over here, let's go OCH. No update required for those. That's nice. JD Builder. I don't think that is. Oh, should I? Okay, let's go JD Builder. Enabled. F3 JD Builder. Let's just disable those for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What else have we got here? DXFA package. CD remove those options manager. Options manager. Let's uninstall that. So that's that's just disable it. All right, we're getting down through our list. Wah, 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 wah. Going through. What else have we got here? Geshi. GESH. It's a Joomla project one, so I don't think that's... See, that confuses me why this Geshi shows up as something that may or may not have an issue, or there's nothing for it yet. Content holder meta. Let's go HOTO. Can remove that. FOF, do not remove. I'm going to leave those preview links. Let's just look for everything JD here from JoomDev, just in case that's disabled. Engage. Oh yeah, engage. That's a component that could not be found without FOF3. So, but it's still being seen. Okay, options manager took that ACOI mailing. We saw that was compatible. Front end article redirect. Front end article redirect. All right, we'll just take that off. Invalidate cache. INV. We'll just turn that off for now. That's an administrator module, but it's just a button to click for things. JD Builder, we were on that, so let's give this one more quick. Excuse me. All right. Oh, my Joomla, let's take that out. My Joomla, that's an old one. Wow, way old. Uninstall that. Content holder meta. These are mostly unpublished, so okay. Quantum QU Quantum Manager. Let's do that. Quantum system and that. Let's disable those. The ones that say there's a potential upgrade issue, I believe the developers have put a flag in, put something in their extensions that say this is not Joomla 4 ready, and so that's what it's picking up on it. And that is how also down here Joomla knows that these ones are ready, because they have put in flags saying yes, this will work in Joomla 4. Now, as we saw in one of our earlier tries, the Keep It Backup says, okay, this is version 8, but we're not supporting it. You've got to move to 9 now that you are in Joomla 4. So there are some extensions that are set up now so that will work, and they either continue to work for 4, or else they tell you instructions for moving up to 4. Such was the case with sitemap, JSitemap as well. These, see, this Foca Open Content plugin. Here, let's just do this. Like this says, I know this JCH optimized package is a problem because I've got 6.7 on there. So in fact, let's just take a look at that right now. Let's go to File Manager. Let's go to Administrator, Components, and JCH. We've got two here. We've got JCH Optimize. No, okay, JCH. That's a problem I have on my site. Now, it's actually, I'm in the process of sorting that out with JCH. Something happened when I updated. Version 7 got put on, and version 6 did not get removed. 6.5 did not get removed. In fact, let's just do this. Let's go JCH. Okay. Let's remove these two extensions that are JCH. Let's uninstall them. The other ones are disabled, right? So if we go disabled, I can't uninstall. This is just a problem on my site. Those two. Now, can I uninstall? To say uninstall. No. So, but now what I can do here is I can go into the file space here, go up a level, reload, and I'll just do this. I will take out JCH optimize, delete, confirm. Actually, let's try this. Let's go into the PHP myadmin, and then let's go to Joomla for break. Let's go to extensions. Here we can do this, ext, J extensions. Can browse in there. Now we can go to JCH, and it's there. I'm just going to delete it. Okay. Now I could maybe do this. Go back here to discover. Discover, and hope it might find JCH. No, it doesn't see it there. All right, well, let's refresh here. I would still want to remove those old files out of there for JCH to finish doing that. So we got JCH optimized, delete here, and that's out of administrator. Great. Then I would go to components and find JCH is not there. Take a quick look in plugins. It's not in there. Let's just go down to system. And JCH is not there as well. All right. So anyway, so now JCH is not showing up there as an issue. I feel that all of this stuff is not going to be an issue. We'll try it. Manage, sorry. Geshi, G-E-S-H-I. Yeah, see, but this is like, this is a core one. So I don't see how in this message when it says you should update them first, I don't see how, oh, sorry, these ones here. Foca Open Graph Content Plugin. Let's Google that and see. Copy. Let's just get this one. 2.5, 3.1. Let's download. Download it to our folder. Accept the cookies. Yes, got it. Download. I had to accept the cookies first. Now here's Foca Open Graph for 4. So let's do this. Let's download the one for 4. Yeah. And let's download the one for 3. All right. So let's go to extensions, manage, update. And sorry, install, upload. All right, so that's there. So let's refresh this to see if that was the latest one. Also, just for fun, let's take this one for 4 and drag it into there. Huh? Interesting. Now we'll do that check again. Yeah, Bjorn said, Bjorn, is that you're saying Asteroid Framework to uninstall and then install the version 4 after update? Yeah, so here it's still looking for that. All right, well, components, the components, Joomla update. got this list down. These are unpublished. Yeah, Asteroid not compatible. Okay. Well, I want to just get it working in the back end. So let's see what time we're. Oh, 12:55. We're coming up on 2 hours. Let's give her a rip here. Okay, the following plugins could. Okay, let's see here. JCE, I think, is compatible. All right, let's do this here. Article hits, Asteroid plugin. Extensions, manage. Article hits. Okay, system article hits. All right. What else we got here? Asteroid plugin. So if I remove Asteroid, the information is still there for the template though, or will it uninstall the template? I've not done that. System JCE editor. So let's do this. Let's go system global configuration. Let's make the default editor TinyMCE. Save and close. Let's go users, manage. Let's go Cybersalt. Let's go into here just to make sure that my basic settings, yeah, so I'm on the default for the browser there. All right. Asteroid J Media. Let's go here. J Media. That's a high one there from Theme Expert. All right, so let's uninstall that. All right, well, let's just see, because, you know, and remember, the whole goal today is just to break stuff, not to judge stuff, just to see where things are at. All right, so those two are removed. Novarain framework from Tassos and installer. Installer's a really weird one, because it doesn't say who it's from. So let's do this. Installer, installer. I'm going to do a tutorial on this because installer by itself has a high number. I don't know what it goes with. I don't know what it belongs to. So let's just uninstall it. It's not a core module there. All right. All right. Installer Novarain framework. All right. Let's try that. Nova N-O-V. Oh, this is that's old, eh? Let's just look that up here. Let's see if he's got a new one there. This is just for his download key. I would think though that that's not going to be a problem. Just for now though, let's uninstall it. And we'll do Asteroid. Let's see what happens with Asteroid right now. Okay, just gonna uninstall Asteroid, the plugin and the framework, not the templates. Uninstall. Okay. That means we should be able to refresh this. And we'll see what the information is at the bottom of the live check here. Live update. JMG extended title and JCE editor, the last two. All right, so let's go JMG extended title. Well, that's persistent, eh? Or is it just from our multiple uninstalls that keep showing up? And let's go JCE. Hate to remove JCE if July 4th. Okay. Let's just check that out. JCE update to Joomla 4. Let's see. Joomla 4 is due for release today. Coincide with this. JCE updates improve support for Joomla 4 with layout and UI tweaks as well. 2.911. What have I got here? 2.9.5. Okay, let me just download this on the other from my account here. On the other screen here, I'm going to download that. Downloads, editor, editor pro, and I'm going to download. Maybe it's just not showing to update. I don't know. Let's see. So this is 2.9.5. Oh, on the version so something weird here, because if I had searched for updates, this is the only one that shows up. So for some reason JCE has not been updating for me. All right, so I'm just going to upload the package file here. And so in this other window, I'll drag that. Yeah, it should work, but I didn't have the latest version. So for some reason it wasn't updating, so that's good to look into. All right then, so that means I should be able to refresh this. It will do the pre-check. I don't know why that update was not showing. I'll have to make sure I have that on updated everywhere. Either that or the database is out of sync. Something weird like that. Let's go to database. No, it's all good. Let's go here. Joomla update was installed. There are plugins installed that could interfere, but there's nothing that's the super red warning. All right, let's do it. Let us do it. Okay, so Burgleflang Cinnabutters, I think I've asked you what your name is before, by the way, and I probably have it written down somewhere, but if you want to put it in chat, I'm slowly learning on connecting things. Anyways, so let's update. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got that. Joomla registry get instance. Okay, let's see here. Go system. Okay, let's go to here. And then we're also going to go to here, and we're going to go to configuration.php, view, edit. We're going to turn debug to 1, save, error, refresh. All right, so plugin system easy layout still is an issue in there. plugin systems, easy layouts. All right. Let's go into here. Plugins, system, easy layouts. DEL. All right. That's refresh. Okay, we get that. That's a little thing there. But still, nothing here. Content, articles. This is not in there. So again, we might still have this problem of something keeping it from updating. So probably one of those other things. Too bad. Media. Please enable at least one file system plugin. All right. Yeah, and this is not working here. Com plugins. Administrate components, com plugins, MVC controllers, something. JRoot libraries require once. Unknown column, a.note in field list. Let's see here. Copy. That could be an SQL thing I have to do. I think I maybe ran into this with something else. Okay, I was writing articles. Common problem 3.9, new field and database. Please check this topic here. Here's the this was fixed. Go to extensions, manage database. You can now see the listed errors in your database. Go click fix at the top. I don't think I don't think I have that. Let's go to just the home site here. Extensions, manage database. Yeah, see this, I'm not getting that. So this is something with my installed, which is going to make a great tutorial, I'm sure. Let's see here. No, let's close that. We can do that as a reminder later. Configuration, I'll close that. Let's see, an error occurred. Control panel, no. Oh yeah, so I did that. I went into here. Where did I Google that? Okay. Okay. So that worked with their database things here, but I think there's something else up here. So let's see. Common problem, new field and database. I'm looking for some SQL to do there. No. Let's try this one here. Oh, set up a new local system in Joomla with the latest running Joomla version. Export the database from the live system. Repair all database failures. Update Joomla. Yeah, everyone's saying to go and click on fix, but that is not the issue. Oh, I ran into this helping someone update a site. They'd accidentally updated to Joomla 4. I got their backup. It was Joomla 3.4. which is their old version, and I had to step up a few times and get these errors and then update and fix and stuff before it would work. So I just need to, there's got to be some way to create that. And it's just a matter of finding the system that do that. And finding a solution that's not just click fix on the thing. Yeah, repair DB, but I don't. I'm not getting that here. Well, first, definitely not getting that. Oh, repair DB in this here. Yeah, we could do that. Although most of it does not repair. Most of this stuff does not repair anymore. Repair table. We'll just try that. We'll go there. We'll go repair. Yeah, I don't think that that's going to do it though. This is definitely just looking for a dot note in field list. A dot note unknown column in field list. Okay, so something missing on this site. So I almost feel that if I did a fresh Joomla install and then imported all my data into that field would exist there. Yeah, so it's just finding the SQL that would the SQL command that would fix that. Home dashboard. I have something here. Last 5 logged in users. If I click this. No. Components. CG isotope. Yeah, that's working. I literally do not see a way to get to components for installing them or managing them or previewing the site. Which is very interesting. Well, an unknown column m.publish up where clause. You know, if I could get to the templates, I would change it to just Cassiopeia instead of the default one. But, well, let's try that. Maybe that's the issue. So let's go to oh, was I really in basic Joomla? Hopefully not. There we go. Let's search for protostar. Let's search in here for protostar in all the fields. Protostar. No. Here we go. Content extensions. Let's go browse. There it is. Protostar is enabled. Okay, it's 12.303. All right, so let's go to extensions. Okay, let's go to here. ext. It's not going to be found there because we have to go to this next screen back. ext extensions. Browse them, and we're going to search for 0 asterisk template 0. I want to disable this. No. 12606. Let's take this out here. And sort and replace order. 12606. Let's do this 500. Asteroid template 0. There we go. Let's sort by type. Template. Now see, I've got bees, protostar, asteroid, Hather, and Isis. I don't have anything for a template in there that you would expect to be seen with Joomla 4. So again, I bet something is still not loading. It's probably that missing field that's creating the problem. Interesting. Because the most recent extensions being installed is JCE, which I just updated. But since updating to Joomla 4, nothing else shows as installed. So my install process is not copying over. I bet just because of that, excuse me, that problem in that database. All right, so I have to solve that. All right, well, I should probably wrap it up there then. Because that's been going for a while, and all right. It was great hanging out, everybody. I'm sure some of this muddle will work into solving things that we're working down the road. And of course, all of this was basically unnecessary because I have a backup of that site. And that is what's most important. So there's no harm, no foul on the live site. And I will just keep practicing. I imagine as we update Joomla sites, there's going to be things. This is why you really need to test, which I know at this point, this long into the live stream, I'm preaching to convert it. Why you really need to test the update process on your on a copy of the site, and then you will know whether or not you're actually ready or running into something that's unique for you. Oh, can I possibly install J2, J4 on top of what you have? That's a good question. Let me try that. Let's try that. The problem is, I don't know. The problem is I can't use the installer. I would have to extract it. I would have to extract it and install. If I installed the file somewhere else and installed over, the extensions would still not show up, and in the database, and I'd still have to do discover, and I can't get to that because some of that stuff's not even there yet. So I'll have to mull that over. Good idea though, Ivor. All right, I definitely need to solve that that problem with the database not being found, and ask someone who knows. And anyways, all right. Well, it's also lunchtime here. And there we go. We're looking for. So it was good to be back together, all of us together. Thank you, everybody who dropped in. Thank you, everybody who dropped out. We'll continue to make the videos, do the live streams, and I know some of you have requested like having Tassos back on and others, and right now with Joomla 4, a lot of them are really busy programming, so I'm going to try to get people on for interviews when I can to show things. But in the meantime, we'll just keep figuring it out. Great thing is Joomla 3 is still wonderful. It's going to be supported for another 2 years, and so there's no crisis in any of all this, just excitement to use new shiny things. So thanks everybody. Oh, Bjorn says short answer, you can't. Okay, that's good. That's about updating, installing 4. We'll see what the problem is. I'll figure it out. And that's obviously going to have to be a tutorial because some people will be running into it if I'm running into it. All right, everybody, I hope wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that things are good with you, that you're well and safe. And until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.